What up, peeps? It's your boy, the ControversyKidd, back with you guys with another vid. And today, man, you guys wanted a part 2, and that's what I'm about to do for you guys right now. Let's get into it. All right. I forgot to put this in my last video about the Jezebel Spirit, but we're not done with this because this goes deep into what's going on right now in today's world. And what's going on in today's world comes from the verse from the Bible of Revelation. And when you come across this verse, I'm gonna leave it in the description box down below, or I might put it in the thing as the, my video is playing. But understand how this society is now allowing the woman with the Jezebel spirit to come up. You guys might say, okay, what is that Jezebel spirit, Controversy? What is that Jezebel spirit? What does she look like right now? You want to know what she looks like right now? Hold on, guys. You know what? You want to know what she looks like right now? She looks like a feminist. Ladies and gentlemen, the way that the world is working, the way that the modern day woman is, she is that feminist. Let me explain. See, a lot of men are able to, the strong-minded men are able to point out the flaws in feminism, which is basically a downgrade for not only just men but also for women as well. It's anti-man, it's anti-woman, it's anti-children. Because with this feministic movement, they don't believe in men should have authority to them. They believe they should have authority to men. They also don't believe in children because they are pro-abortionists. Oh yeah, this video is gonna be very controversial because I live up to my name. But the reason why that is because this is just Jezebel spirit. Now you might say, well, controversy, I think you're reaching. I think you're reaching because it doesn't explain every single woman. Okay, the Jezebel spirit was a feminist. She allowed her beauty to not only have men to lust after her, but to also obey her because of her beauty. Because of the lust of her beauty to do the things that she wanted them to do. If you guys read in the story about her in the books of 1 Kings and 2 Kings, it explains what she wanted those guys to do. She wanted a guy to be killed. And failed to do so, she ended up killing another guy, which those other guys end up forfeiting their life behind her mess. And when a guy seen her BS from a mile away, as soon as he got to that woman, threw her off the balcony, and boom, she was dead. When she met the ground. And the dogs ate her up, and she became gone. Literally, she has no burial site. She doesn't know, we don't know where she's buried at. We don't even have signs of it. But her spirit continues to live on because in the book of Revelation, it says that the woman with the Jezebel spirit is going to basically teach men all signs of fornication, teaching them that fornication is right, adultery is right, and all these things. This is her belief. This is the way of the feminist. The feminist, the liberated woman. I can do whatever I want. The slut walk and all these things. This is the result of when men allow these wicked women to take control of society. Now, we can sit there and say, well, We can blame the woman all day, but the men got to be held accountable too. And you're right. Because what these men allow these women to do is that nonsense. And the laws that are being in place, who are putting them in place today, are no other than weak-minded men. See, weak-minded men have made the laws of marriage to become no fault. What is the no fault, you may ask? The no fault is basically whenever, when the divorce happens, nobody's at fault. Everything should be split down the middle, 50-50. No matter if the man has cheated on his woman, there's no fault in that. No matter if the woman has cheated on the man, there's no fault in that. Both of you guys just sort of have to split it down the middle, 50-50. And most states are running by this law. And right now, as a Christian man and woman, you should be fighting against these divorce laws. Let me explain why. Because in the Bible, it basically punished those who walked over their woman, who walked over their man. It punished those who did the infidelity in these relationships. You guys don't want to hear me on that. And there's going to be more verses that proves my point. Because see, that's what's going on right now. Is that you got a lot of weak-minded individuals, weak-minded men and women that's allowing this nonsense to continue at an all-time high. And is it a beautiful thing? No, it's not. It is not a beautiful thing. And so this is why we're having, all these guys coming out these channels saying, it's not a right time to get married and stuff like that. They love the idea of marriage. It's just like socialism. They like the idea of socialism, but in reality, it doesn't work. The thing about marriage is that they love the idea of marriage. The problem is when you put it in reality, with the laws being in place, not by the Bible, but by the laws of the land, which is in America, or in the UK, based on those laws, ladies and gentlemen, those laws allow women to be much more in a better position than the man. And what you guys are not going to see is that thing. Well, women are going to be basically over their women are going to be over their man. But if you were to pay attention to those laws about the marriage laws, there's websites out there you can look up and you can actually see like how stuff goes and how divorces take place and how divorce settlements are handled and all that stuff. It's all right there on those websites. It's going to be a long video, so stay tuned. Because what's going on right now is this beautiful scenario that we're seeing right now. I would say pitiful, but a lot of people are seeing this as a beautiful thing. And the reason why I don't see it as a beautiful thing, because simply, ladies and gentlemen, you're seeing that this woman is becoming so liberated to the point where she does not believe in men. That's why you got a lot of women right now with all these issues going on. Thinking they can shake their you-know-whats on the internet, showing it to this guy, showing it to this female, promoting other females to participate in that behavior. And then you got a lot of these guys that say, well, was the Quran right about women and stuff like that? No. The Bible is also correct about women. The Bible goes in depth as to why and what's going to happen if we continue to have weak men in society, weak-minded men in society. That woman is going to have the spirit of Jezebel, and that spirit of Jezebel that goes into these women, they're going to teach these women how to be what? Feminist. How to basically be anti-man. Man can't do this. Man ain't that. Da. We don't need men. Blah, blah, blah. And so, this is what's going on right now. And right now, ladies and gentlemen, if you're not paying attention to what's going on in your media, if you're not paying attention to what's going on in society as a whole, if you're not paying attention to what's going on in your family, this is going to catch up. You know, I had to tell a cousin of mine that, you know, you're trying to change the ways of the traditional man. You're going to be handled in a traditional manner. She didn't believe me. She had to find out the hard way. What was that hard way, ladies and gentlemen? That hard way was simple. The man called her out on her BS. Told her, why you worrying about other things instead of worrying about the things that you're supposed to be really worried about? You paying attention to the law, the way of the world, instead of paying attention to the way of God. And what she ended up doing? She ended up getting embarrassed. She ended up getting shocked. She ended up basically being, what? Upset and embarrassed. But it was only for her sake. You know, I want to work too, and da-da-da-da. He wants me to stay home and take care of the kids, take care of laundry, da-da-da. I don't like doing laundry. I don't like cleaning up house. I don't like doing this and that. That's the Jezebel spirit. Telling women that you need to work. Telling women that you got to provide with this, you got to provide with that, da-da-da-da. Ladies, let me tell you something. Men do not care about the careers that you get yourself into. You are basically valued of your beauty, which has allowed these simps to basically take all the standards that come with your beauty to an all-time low. Don't get it twisted with real men actually valuing you for actually the things that you do, like you cook and you clean and you take care of children, you are great around children, you actually know how to respond to children, you also know how to respond to men. Do not get that confused with what these weak-minded men have allowed you to do. What these weak-minded men have allowed you to do, for example, we could see that a big woman is huge. We could tell, you know, the strong-minded man is going to tell her, yo, man, you know, as a woman, or not as a woman, but as a human, you need to lose weight because you're going to bring more health problems to yourself. And what this woman will allow herself to do is to get mad and angry at that strong-minded man. But that strong-minded man, the reason why he is getting that type of hatred from that woman is because of the fact of what that weak-minded man has put into her head since what? Since the internet culture. The internet culture has basically taught her that, hey, you know, the simp, yo, girl, you know, even though you're still big, you're still fine, shawty. You know, what's your name? What's your number? Now, for you guys out there that like big women, I'm not saying there's anything wrong with you having this preference of big women. However, would you want a healthy big woman, or would you want a woman that's just so sloppy and nasty that she don't take care of herself? Even if a woman is of shape, you know, she's skinny, but she just eats bad, she smells bad, all that stuff. Would you rather have that healthy woman that smells good, eats good, looks good, takes care of herself, or would you allow that woman to be so sloppy that she, no matter what she does, you can't put no fault on her? That is what's going on right now, ladies and gentlemen. Do not get it twisted, because nowadays we're allowing this feministic woman, the Jezebel spirit, to be up here above the strong-minded men. And that's not how it works. That's not how it's going to work. But if we continue to allow these type of women to thrive in society, the modern-day woman, today's woman, ladies and gentlemen, is going to go. That's just facts. And then we complain about this, about why men ain't this, why women ain't this. It's because of the stuff that men and women are allowing. They're allowing the foolishness. They're not punishing those who do stupid stuff. They're not punishing those who do, you know, silly things. And that's why all this stuff is going on. I'm gonna make a part 3. Peace.